Hello, people. Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? So, I have settled myself to my new accommodation, which will not be a very long stay because I'll only be staying here for 2 weeks. Yeah, there are a bit issues with the student accommodation contract thing. So after these 2 weeks, I will be staying in somewhere else for 1 more week. So I have to move out again and move in again. Yep. And what else? And after that stay for a week, I will be moving to a long-term contract next year, which I'll be staying on campus for another year. So yeah, this is what will be happening this month. Hello, Brival. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I just had my long day moving out my old student dorm into a new one. So yeah, basically yesterday I spent the entire day packing things. And my back hurts. My back's so painful right now because my spine has a bit of issues. So it's like a little bit of S-shaped. Yeah, it's just not very severe. I can still do all the daily activities very normally, but the thing is, when I sit in front of my computer for a very long time, and when I yesterday when I have to actually pack things and to use a lot of my waist and all the muscles there, and then it brings a very 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 big pressure to my spine, and it kind of hurts. So yeah. Hello, Elada. Welcome to the stream. Oh, it's happy to see you again. Thank you for joining. How's your day going? Hello. Thank you for joining, people. And Mook of Beijing, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. That's a first. Yeah. Thank you for joining. How's your day? How's your day going, everyone? How's the new place? So, yeah, as I said, I'll just be staying in this place for 2 weeks. It's a very short stay and a transition throughout the summer and to my new my new accommodation next year. So I don't really care about the how good it is. I think it is a very decent place. The size is quite small. There's one single bed over there. Basically when you open the room door, you will have one single bed, and then you will have one computer desk with you. You have a wardrobe. You have a sink that you can brush your teeth and do things there. Basically all I think it's within 5 steps or 5 to 6 steps of walking distance. That's how large my room is currently. Comparing to my place I lived for the previous year, I think it's half the size. And previously I earned my my own bathroom, with the toilet and the bathtub with it. So but now I have to share my bathroom with other flatmates, and in both flats we actually shared kitchen, so that's fine for me as well, because I'm that kind of person that I don't really mind these kind of things. As long as the place is safe to live and all the facilities included, are clean and tidy, that's all good for me. I mean, I like one of those one room plus kitchen deals. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But now like I got like one room plus shared bathroom and kitchen deal. But the price is like, of course, relatively cheaper than my previous contract, so that makes sense. You got a flatmate. You know what? Not only one flatmate, I have a bunch of flatmates. So last year, I share a flat with like 8 flatmates, and we, of course, we all have our own bathroom, so that's not an issue. But we share kitchen as well. But still, that's fine for me. So 8 of us share one kitchen, and there are like 2 large fridges there. And I think that the place, the kitchen is quite spacious as well. So there's like one cooking area and like one table for you to like sit down and actually chat and eat. So I think like it's in terms of like the area we share, I think it's quite decent. And I just moved in today to this place. What I observe is that basically I have like 20 something of flatmates, because like there are a whole bunch of like room numbers, and I think the series goes until like 20 something within one flat. And we share 2 bathrooms, I guess. So one of them is for like toilet and one of them is for like showering. And inside like the toilet, you have like a different toilet tubs. I'm not sure how do I say that, but like they are separated areas. So yeah, so it's like not only like one toilet for like 20 something people, but like I guess there are a few of them, and there are some like bathroom rooms as well. So yeah, I'm not sure if that they are enough, but as far as I am living there, I think they are sufficient for the demand of people here. And I haven't been into the kitchen yet, but I kind of like peeked through the window, and I saw that it's quite large. It's quite large. Yeah, so there's like one kitchen for like 20 something flat. As long as I have my own room, you're good. Yeah, exactly. I'm the kind of person that I just enjoy like having my private little space to live in and like to do my own stuff, and yeah, and I'm happy enough. Like, well, actually, like, you know what? If I just have my own bed inside my room, that's good as well. Because like in real life, I'm actually not that tall. I remember back in the days when I was living in London. And it was like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago when I was doing like a master in London, and I have to like rent a flat as well. And you know, like the rents in London is like super expensive. So like in the same price I am paying for now, because currently I'm not living in London, but somewhere else in the UK. Yeah, that year when I was living in London, I was paying the same price as I am right now, but the room size is like half of the one I am having now. Like, so when you walk inside the room, you have a very narrow single bed, and of course you have a desk, because you that's a student accommodation, and they suppose you will be studying. And you have a sink as well, but everything is like packed together, and that's all. So you're kind of like living in a shoebox that contains all the necessities you need in your life. I remember I have a flatmate that is like super duper tall. It's like nearly like 2 meters tall, if I remember correctly. And he just can hardly fit himself inside that bed. So throughout the whole year, like, he just couldn't sleep well. So it's actually quite sad for him. But I mean, for me, I fit very perfectly inside the bed, so I'm not sure like being like I'm actually not that short, but like just like a very typical Asian size, and I'm not sure if there's an like advantage or disadvantage at this point, but yeah, I did have a good sleep back then. Hi King Raz, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining, and wish you a very nice day. I want to share the floor within a one room with like 6 people for 6 months. Never again. I mean, what? Like it really depends on the quality of flatmates you have. So far, I have been to the UK for 2 years, and I have been living in like student accommodations, sharing flats with different people, for like 2 flats separately, so like one for each year. So far the flatmates I met are actually quite good, so I am quite lucky on that. Yeah. In the day, in London, I share a flat with like 5 people, if I remember correctly. So it's like a 6-person flat, and yeah, people behave well. The kitchen is slightly smaller than like comparing to what I have now. But yeah, because like since we have like very different living schedule, so we have like different time eating as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if like because we are too busy studying or things. I think none of us actually eat at proper meal time. Like usually you have like a normal lunchtime at around like 12 or 1 or something, right? But for us, you're just randomly seeing people cooking it like in like midnight or something, or maybe like cooking a brunch, something between 10 or 11 something, and then randomly someone is cooking like at 3 or 4 p.m. So basically throughout the day you always see people cooking there, but we never crash into each other. That's something very magical. The tall roommate thing reminded me of the first bed I ever got when I moved into a flat for the first time. Wait, let me translate that. 5 inches, 5 in. Wait, let me translate that. How many centimeters is that? 5. I think I'm somewhere like 5'2", if I remember correctly, because I usually use centimeter thing. Let me have a quick check. 5'11" in cm. Oh wow, you are tall. You are tall. Wait, so how is like? Okay, so 5'11" is like 180. How about 5'8"? Oh yeah, 5'8" is like 172. I remember I'm somewhere in 5'2". Let me see. No, it's not that short. 5'3". Okay, I'm 5'3". Yeah. Yeah, I just translate the things for you guys. No worries. Google is good. Era! Welcome to the stream. Hello. Wait, should you not be sleeping already? What time is it in your place right now? Huh? It's been quite late already. Numbers make my brain hurt. We have Google. No worries at all. You sound like a tall person though. Do I? Am in fact not very tall. Well, I mean, okay. Let's be frank. So, I am not short. Like comparing to the average Hong Kong girls. Yeah, I come from Hong Kong, so yeah, comparing to like the average peers of mine, I'm not short. So like yeah, I think I am like somewhere above like the median or things. But yeah, I remember the first day when I moved to the UK because I have to study here. I feel like I'm like a chibi. I feel like a chippy. I'm so tiny to everything here. Like you sound like 5'10" at least. Oh my. Maybe like yeah, there's something with my voice that I feel really funny about. Like usually a girl or a female voice at my age are somewhat like higher pitch. Yeah, that's one thing that I was quite concerned about. But yeah, I'm all good right now because I kind of accept the fact, and like I kind of start appreciating its like uniqueness. But for a very very long while, when I'm like listening to my peers talking, I was like, I wish to have like a really lovely, a pretty, a sweet voice as they have as well. Yeah, but like since born, I guess my voice is like kinda deep. It's not like really deep, but like I can't really find an appropriate word to describe it. But it's just not a very standard. Or when you watch like Japanese drama or like Korean drama, those kinds of like female character, usually you know what, like they have the voice of like, you know, a very like sweet thing, and like yeah. But since born, I figured out I just cannot do it. Yeah. So that's quite funny about me. Yeah. It's only 2:45, same as Hong Kong. What do you mean by only 2:45? So first of all, I am not currently living in Hong Kong, okay? So in the UK time right now, it's like 7:48 at night. It's definitely a very normal time, okay? And second, it's not only 2:45, okay? It's like already 2:45 a.m. in the morning, and you definitely have to go to sleep, okay? Okay. I would just realize the average height in the UK is 5'7". I know, right? I know, right? I know, right? My neck must be hurt from where. I'm sorry, I'm just like. My name was hurt from looking up all the time. In fact, you are right. You are right. Like, okay, so for me, since more I am taught to look into people's eyes to speak, to show politeness whenever I have the conversation to people. Even if like you have heard me talking about that like in previous streams, I am the kind of person that I feel super anxious when I actually have to meet people in real life. So when I like what my parents taught me, it's like, okay, when you speak to people, you have to look into their eyes and like to nod, or maybe to show you understand their words, you're listening and things. Okay, so I know all of those. But whenever it comes to practice that I actually have to speak to people, whenever I like look into their eyes for more than 3 seconds, okay, I'm not sure if my avatar can show it. So whenever I'm like talking to you, I'm looking into your eyes, but like after 3 seconds, I'll just like look away. My pupil was just like, they would just look away. I have no idea why, but I just cannot control that. But I feel like so. I just kind of hurt for more than three seconds. I feel so anxious, like. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I don't know how to describe that, but so when I actually talk to tall people, so imagine that I have to look up to them, like, and then after 3 seconds, I'm like, yeah, and then look up again, and then somewhere like, and then looking up again. Yeah, imagine like that's the actual scenario. What? Why so mean? No, it's not mean. It's just telling the fact. Like, being short is like not something bad as well. Like, so, and I think it's something that about the genes as well. So it's not like controlled by It's not something that could be controlled by us. So yeah. I know. Like, it's nothing offensive happening here. No worries at all. Especially when it comes to women, in my experience at least. Oh wow. Okay. Hello people. Hello people. Sorry for not welcoming you guys at the spot, because I am always often so slow and delaying all the comments, because whenever I'm responding to one of them and they're just speaking and things and I forgot to read the comments. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. 12:30 a.m. here. What if I may ask, like, where are you living currently? Hello Death. Hello Sam Floors. Hello, welcome to the stream, guys.
Hello, welcome, pretty girl. How are you doing?
So, yeah, a little update. I just moved into my new accommodation, which is in fact just a very short stay. I'll be staying here for 2 weeks, and then I have to move again to somewhere else for 1 week, and then I have to move again to my new accommodation next year for the whole year. So yeah, we're in between September. I'll be moving around and do a lot of like packing and stuff, and yeah, I just find it annoying because, like, first of all, I hate tidying, I hate being organized, but now whenever like I have to stuff everything into the suitcase and move to a new place, like I do not dare to expand everything again, because otherwise if I move out again I have to pack everything again, and that's super duper annoying. So yeah, so now I'm just pulling like my necessities out, like for example like pulling all of my cables, computer things, so at least I can work on them. And yeah, and my suitcase is like still half opened, like containing everything, and then like unpacked. Yo, assignments, you mean, do I have any assignments currently? So yes, in fact I have a summer thesis which will be due on exact 1 month later. It will be like the 6th of October. So by then I have to finish like a 5,000 word report with like all the data analysis work and things. Yeah, but let's not speak into the details here. Just if like any one of you are curious, I'm currently doing my PhD study here, which I will, like, the whole program is like for 6 years. So I will be staying in the UK for 5 years more, because I have just finished 1 year of that study. So in between, I am actually a full-time student, and yeah, I have a bunch of things in real life in school that I have to work. And like streaming is kind of like a hobby of mine, and I often love to like talk things and chat with you guys, because, like, as I said, I'm not good at talking with people in real life, and I'm kind of a very like I have a lot of thoughts in my mind often, but I do not find a very appropriate way to express them in real life. So since I have the opportunity to start streaming, and I felt like it's a very, very great channel to actually meet very cool people here, and to actually express that side of me towards people here. So yeah, so besides like all the long day and long work in school, sometimes when I get back from school, I'll just start my Discord server and then tell people, let's chat. And then yeah, I'll turn on my YouTube stream and like all the OBS studio thing, and just plug in all the things, set up all the things, and like maybe chat for an hour or two. It will make my day a lot better. So
Hey, hello. I hope today treating you and everyone else here well. Why are you so sweet? Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well.
I have been suffering from my back pain currently, because I'm not sure if everyone is here when I'm speaking about that. I have like some kind of like spine issues. It's like a little bit of a like S-shaped. so it's like curved a little bit. So whenever I have to actually use my waist, I'm not sure like is that the correct word, because I don't usually describe these kind of terms in English, but yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like when you are actually moving your luggages and like do a bit of like packing, you have to bend over and do a lot of these kind of things. And yeah, I just like produce a lot of pressure to your spine. And yeah, after a long day of packaging and like moving things, and I remember like today I actually moved in at around after lunch. Yeah, after moving in, I had the lunch with my friend that helps me moving in, and then when finally everything is settled, I lied on my bed and I feel like, oh my god, like my spine just like it feels like needles are like poking you, like thousands of needles on your spine that's actually like poking you somewhere else, like in your back. So it's like, yeah, it hurts. So I hope like when I lie down today, I guess I might get a little bit of like heat pack or thing to help soothe it a bit.
It's the microwave. It's the microwave. Yeah, Era is a microwave. It doesn't sleep.
India. But I'm not Hindu or Muslim, or I'm tribal and from a part of country where everybody looks Filipino, maybe Thai. I get what you mean. Why so? Oh right, India has the time zone that runs slower than Hong Kong and Malaysia. Then. Aha. Okay. Hello, Roman. Welcome to the stream. Oh, thank you for following, and sorry for not welcoming you at the spot, but the jury is out on looks. Sometimes we get called Chinese by mainlanders. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's something complicated with like the sense of identity we general Hong Kong people have. So because like I'm trying not to say very sensitive things in terms of like political things, but just in general, because like we legally are like part of China. So we have like the identity of like being a Chinese, but also we were like a part of a colony of the UK. So we are deeply affected by the UK culture as well. And something make us very, very special and make things more complicated is that we are named as like the special administrative region of China. So it's like kind of different from all the provinces and places that are happening in somewhere else in China, like in the mainland China. So all the like education system we have and all the like rules, laws, everything is so different from other people in mainland China. So yeah, that makes sometimes are like just I simply put all the politics aside. Since born, we feel like when people ask us like where do you come from, it's very natural for us to introduce ourselves as like, oh, I come from Hong Kong, instead of like most of the mainland Chinese people, they would say like, oh, I come from China, because like we are educated or like affected by all the cultural reasons I mentioned, that yeah, we come from Hong Kong, and this is the thing that we treasure very much, because it brings some kinds of like very special culture and identity for us as well. And for example, in the language we speak, our mother tongue is like Cantonese rather than Mandarin. Of course, we have to learn Mandarin when we are like in primary school. So we do know how to speak, but we do not use that in our like very daily conversation. So not even English. So we speak Cantonese, and that is something that is very, very unique in Hong Kong. So yeah, that's the thing. Oh wait, I'm missing things again. I microwave. 我还没睡，因为现在有一个40面的 assignment 还要做。You mean 40 pages of assignment? Why are you not starting it in the advance? Like,
Huh?
when's the due date again? Tell me, when's the due date again? Never been, always squat. I know that. My papa has been like reminding me as well. But you know what? Sometimes like the luggage is even heavier than you. You can't really squat, right? You have to like use your whole body as a weight to actually push it to somewhere else. Like, it's like I remember like yesterday when I finally finished packing things. I think I have like 4 pieces of very, very large luggages. I can't even lift up like one of them. So I just use my whole body to like kind of like push it so it moves forwards a little bit with the advantage of the wheels. But because like, you know, UK, there are like carpets all over the floor, so it increases a lot of friction when you actually have to pull or push things. So it just makes things harder. So my back hurts. Fish Jeremy, welcome to the stream. And thank you for joining.
Again, it's very happy to see you again.
People in Northeast India feel the same ways. We identify the region before the country. Yeah, that's what I heard from my Indian flatmates as well. Because so far I have lived with like quite a plenty of them. Back in the days when I was in London, I think I have like one India flatmate among 6 of us. And the previous year, among the 8 of us inside the flat, I think like 5 of them are from India. So I have had a very good time staying along with the Indians because, you know what, they cook very good food and they're so talkative. As I said, I'm not that kind of person that's very good at talking and to socialize with people. I often feel the anxiety inside me, and whenever I socialize with people, it drains my battery. It's like, because I'm the kind of person, like, I'm so sensitive to things, and I'm so sensitive to all kinds of reactions people give me whenever we are involving inside like a conversation. So these kind of little details just drained all my battery. And so I'm the kind of person that I'm not very good at socializing with people or like to start the conversation actually. But so far all the Indian flatmates that I have encountered with, they're so kind and so welcoming, and they often start the conversation in a way that I feel comfortable and very welcomed. I don't feel like the very huge anxiety. Okay, having that said, still I will feel like not very, but like low-key anxious when I have to actually speak to people. But that's just something born with me. It's nothing related to them, and they actually make the anxiety level decreased. Because whenever they say, they are just like often like very smiling and like very welcoming, and like often they invite me to try their cooking, which is so amazing. I remember one of them cooked really well chicken. There's one chicken dish that I enjoy very much. So usually they have like I remember one of my flatmates, he cooks like the same thing every single day. What he cooks is like some kinds of like a spicy minced chicken or thing. So usually he will cook for like a large part of that and then store it in the fridge for a few days. So whenever he needs to have a meal, for example, like for lunch, he'll just scoop some of those like spicy minced chicken out of that container and then go heat it up, and then he will put 2 pieces of like naan. I think it's frozen, so he got like a frozen pack of that, and then put 2 of them into like the frying pan, and then just heat it up, and then it is a very efficient and very tasty meal. Yeah. Due date is next week, Thursday. But I have 2 to complete, 2 assignments to complete. Okay, so 2 assignments due next Thursday. Well, you still have a few days to go. Not much, but still, I mean, I used to be a very, very deadline fighter, which is something not ideal. But I often procrastinate until the very last point, and then I suddenly have all the motivation and energy and to speed finish everything within like one night. So, good luck with that. And tomorrow is the entire Sunday for you. I've only had a proper Chinese meal once in my life, and it was at a second-gen Chinese colony in Mumbai. You guys have good food. I have to be proud of my place. We have really, really good food. I haven't actually introduced myself, like my name to you. Like, please stop me if I have ever did it already. So, Komeini actually comes from the Japanese of rice. So there's one thing that I'm very, very proud of our own food is about the rice. Cause whatever dishes I have, it is always the best when it is served with rice. Coming from the rice cooker, and so fluffy and so comforting. I just enjoy eating rice so much. I tried the traditional pork thing. Oh, the skin. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Wait, let me see if I can actually pull like something up from my. Wait, can I actually do that? I'm thinking if I can actually share my screen somewhere. Wait. Okay, let us try a new thing together. I'm thinking if I can actually browse my Google and then share my screen on YouTube, so we can like taste or admire all the dishes together. But sometimes like the YouTube has a little bit of delay, but let's see what will happen. Let's see. I guess what you're talking about is like this kind of dish. Okay, so hang on one sec. Let me see if I can actually do that. Okay, let me see. Hang on, give me one sec. Display capture? No. Wait, what should I? Window capture. Okay. Chrome. See if I can actually do this. Okay. Yeah, select a window to capture. But I don't want to do that. No, it's not the thing I want to do. Hang on. Okay, you can add Google browser as a source on OBS. Really? Yeah, I'm actually trying to do that. No, I don't want to do this. No, remove. Okay, hang on. Can I actually so it's not window capture. What is it? What should it be? Display capture? No, browser. Yeah. Chrome. Okay. Let me see what can I get here. You are cancel. No. This is not the thing. Wait, hang on, not this thing. Okay, remove. Ah, okay. See what? Let's try an error and do things. Okay, not browser. Um, um. Wait, is that not window capture? I thought it would be window capture. Why? Why the Chrome is not showing? Let's try it again. Okay, window. No, it's not showing. No, it's not showing at all. What should I do? Remove. Yes. No, you didn't. But you know what? Something's really funny that it's often because as I said, I'm doing like grad school things already, and often we have to do a lot of like calculation and math things. And one thing that's so funny is like it's actually a very like common knowledge to all of us that whenever we feel there are something that we don't understand in class, what the professor is saying, we just go to YouTube and find a very decent Indian guy teaching us. And it would be absolutely helpful. It is like just a very, very common sense to all of us. Whenever you don't know the math, go YouTube and search for an Indian guy, and you will be good. You will be good. Well, I'm still figuring out. I can't find my Chrome. Why is that the case? I really want to show my screen, but with this display capture. See what this is. Okay. See what can I get? Nope. No, it's like monitor. I don't know, it's not that thing. Remove. Wait, let me see if I can figure it out for you. Oh, you're so kind. Like, yeah. Meanwhile, let me try an error. Like, step. Consider. Wait, browser. Wait, or I can actually just do it like link by link. Okay. Okay. See what I can get. Okay. Chrome. Okay, that weird box is happening again. But see what we can get. Okay. Before you continue to Google, no. Why is this happening? Oh my goodness. This is not what I want. Okay, let me delete it. Oh my goodness. But nothing more I can do, right? What else can I do? I've actually tried everything already. Application audio capture, no. Audio input capture, no. Audio output capture, no. What's other than browser can I do? No, not browser, we have tried. Color source, no. Display capture, no. Game capture, nope. I think the only one should be window capture, right? But I can't find my Chrome at all. I have no idea why. Huh. I can't at all find my Chrome. Why? This is what you need to Google. Window title must match. No. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay, like, hang on. Give me 1 sec. I'm trying if I use, like, File Explorer. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Wait, hold on. Okay. Images. Okay. I think I'll try googling it. You convinced me. Okay, how to show Chrome on OBS. Maybe I'll find an Indian guy teaching me how to do that. Okay, let me see. We learn new things every day, which is good. Sources section, yeah. I have clicked that already. Okay. Okay. Plus button. Window capture. Yes, I have it opened already. Why is it not showing? Wait, properties again. Select a window to capture, but there's no Chrome at all. There's no Chrome at all. Hello, Snow. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we are exploring new things on the OBS studio. I have no idea why I can't share my screen, but yeah, we are figuring things. Oh, I just read your bio. You know what? I have ADHD as well. I mean, it's not serious for me, but I do have that. So you're not alone. Is Chrome already open? Yes, it is. I have already opened it because whenever I have to launch my YouTube stream, I need to have my Chrome opened already. But you know what? I think maybe I try to open a new one to see if it can detect it. Okay? Okay. See if we can detect it actually. Okay. Properties. Nope, it's still not finding my Chrome tab. I have no idea why. But I have already opened it. Okay. Let me actually try it on. Wait, no. Okay, should I do it here instead? Maybe. Okay. No, definitely no. This is draining my memory. I have no idea. I'm sorry, guys. I might do it I try it again on next stream, maybe.
Thank you. You're so sweet. You're super duper sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, back to the pork dish you're talking about. I guess I know what you were talking about, so I wanted to show you. This is a very traditional Chinese kind of barbecue we have, and I enjoy them very much. I just simply love them. There are a bunch of them, like roast duck, roast pork belly, and if you ever heard of it, there's a one called char siu as well. That is my very favorite. And you have roast goose as well. Yeah, and even with chicken, you have many ways to actually cook it, which is unbelievably good. Oh, you think it was char siu? Okay, yeah, then that makes sense. But I thought you were referring to somewhere else, something else, because you said the skin was a little bit crispy. So that is another thing. That's something that is made from pork belly. So it will like kind of fried the pork skin of the belly part, and it made the oil gone, so it's like no longer very like gooey or like oily inside your mouth when you eat it. Rather, the skin will be super crunchy, and then you have like the very tender pork belly meat with it, and it is so good as well. Char siu is in pork belly. I think no. Well, let me have a quick look. Since I cannot share my screen, it's totally fine for me to search whatever on my Chrome tab. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, char siu is not from pork belly. It's somewhere else in the pork. If the translation of that part of pork is like called the plum pork. I'm not sure if that's like a very universal thing or name of that part of pork, but it's not the belly part. So char siu is usually not very fatty comparing to like the crispy pork belly dish we just discussed. Usually like the perfect char siu is like half fat and half lean meat. That would be the perfect ratio of like fat and meat within the char siu. That's my favorite dish. And like some kind of cravings whenever I miss food from my home. Because you know, in the UK, you don't really have like very delicious Asian food. Like, yeah, let's just be real. I mean, I love staying here, but in terms of the food here, I often miss the food I have in my home. Speaking of food, have you tried haggis yet? Oh, okay. Let me search what is that. Haggis. What is that? Haggis is savory pudding containing sheep's plug. Yeah, wait, no. Is that you? I think you introduced that to me. Is that, if I remember correctly? I thought it was you. Yeah, so I remember that. I remember searching the exact same thing and sorting this, like seeing these kind of like very disgusting pictures. So it instantly comes to my mind again. I have actually searched for it. No. Like since you last asked me, I still haven't got a chance to actually try it. I mean, I personally love black pudding, if you know what it is. It is basically a very British thing as well, like made of like blood. So in terms of blood itself, it's not that terrifying for me because I know I enjoy like black pudding as well. But I've never tried like haggis, so I can't tell. She says it's good. Okay, so first thing of all, I'm not sure, like you can never trust like a British person comments on food. It's not so accurate. As I said. Never trust her. Okay, well, okay, there are tiny differences between like Scottish and like and the British, but still, you never trust them in terms of their comments on food. I mean, that's my experience. Really? Really? You disagree? Explain. Why do you disagree that? So far, the UK people I've met, they have really good comments on teas and beers, I guess. Like, not only beers, but in drinks overall, because they enjoy drinking very much. Mm, yeah. But not really on food. I mean, for those British I have encountered so far. I really wish to show my screen, but yeah, let's figure out in the future. I guess I will be able to do that. Mhm. Wait, what time is it for you now? It's somewhere near 1:30, right? Why aren't you sleeping? Okay. If British people are fancy gentlemen, Scottish people are berserkers who absolutely know how to have a good time. Well, British people as well. But so far, I feel like I actually, like after staying in the UK for quite a while, I really admire like British gentlemen very much. Like because back then the only chances for me to like know them is like through, for example, like television series or like all the movies and drama and things. So I never actually got the real opportunities to talk to them or actually get in touch with them. But so far I've been here for quite a while and I have met like a few of them. I think what those who I have met are like very like I don't know how to describe, but I'm not sure if they are raised that way, but they are real gentlemen from like deep in their blood. Like all the way they talk and the way they care of other people, the way that they are aware of like very minor details and your feelings, and when the way they talk, the way they phrase their words and things throughout the conversation, I just feel like I got a little bit attracted by those people. Yeah, and their humor as well. Yeah, cause away in Hong Kong, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how could I like speak the differences well, just simply by describing through words. But in Hong Kong, we usually don't have that kind of humor. Like in the British, they often like they make fun of themselves in a way that you feel like they are quite humble. They make fun of themselves, that the jokes they make are not offensive, and you just feel like you are having fun with them as well. But sometimes I mean back in my own culture, when we are having our very daily conversation, so first of all, we don't usually greet people whenever we meet people on the street. That's not a thing, not a very common thing for us, because whenever whenever we meet people on the street, if we just simply say hi and like how are you doing, it's something very abnormal. People would just think like what's wrong with you? Like why is that like none of your business? Why do you care about my life or things? What do you want from me? Like this is a very natural thing for like back in my culture when we meet people on the street. But like the first, I mean, the thing that when I come to the UK, I think that this is the one thing that I got quite a while to get adapt to, is that when people greet you on the street, you're supposed to like react very like naturally, and to actually have a very small conversation with them. And as I said, I was not very good at like talking to people. But as after like staying here for a while and try to be more active to people and like try to react to their greetings properly, like having a few months of practice to them, I feel like I am more comfortable to these kind of things, and to the extent that I actually enjoy it. Like you feel you are actually living in a community, and you are actually living with people. So whenever you walk out the door, you feel like you are actually connected with people, which is the thing that I appreciate very, very much. This is the one thing I really love about the Brits, because like even they do not expect you to answer very much when they ask you like how's your day, or how are you, how are things going. Usually they just expect like good, and you, yeah. But still, like this simple phrases of like conversation often makes me feel like very welcomed. They have a bluntness to them which I consider very Asian. Interesting. I can't take a walk without greeting like 30 people in 30 minutes. But that's the thing you will see in the Brit. Basically, even you go out to take a trash or somewhere. Well, but I have to say, it's not the thing you will see in London. Because London is such a very busy city. And somewhat similar to Hong Kong, I guess. People are busy with their own lives, and like they are often in a rush to somewhere else. So if you are living in the London, no, people are either with their headphones on, or either looking at their own telephones and things. Um, the things I mentioned are not very normal in London. So that's why I enjoy the place I'm living here currently than London. I mean, okay, so first of all, I do enjoy London. I'm not talking about like anything bad about it. But like if I must choose one place to stay for a long term, I think I might not choose London, because like it is kinda too busy for me. I mean, life is already so busy that if you are living in a place, it's definitely not ideal to have extra pressure from the environment you're living in. I mean, at least for me. And plus, I am that kind of person that I enjoy the natural habitat very, very much. I enjoy like living in the greens. I enjoy like living with like animals here and there. And the London is not like very much alike the place in my mind that I feel very ideal to live in. But I must have to say, on the flip side, it is much more convenient than the place I'm living currently. So I think that the place I'm living now, the closest grocery shop. I think it takes like at least 20 minutes of walk. But of course, like in London, like if you go downstairs or somewhere, and in Hong Kong as well, like you simply go to like a 24/7 convenience store. They are actually everywhere. You don't have to worry of not getting anything you need in a very handy way. Mind if I ask you a political question, not about Hong Kong, more on what I'm seeing on YouTube about the UK? Yeah, sure. Like, I'm not sure if I could give a very decent answer because I might not be very familiar to things. But yeah, feel free to ask. Like, I'll see what do I know about that. My spine hurts. Why is it so painful? Oh. I might have to get like a little bit of like heat packs or things tomorrow when I go grocery shopping. So I have been getting a lot of content about how there's an increase of protests about immigrants in the UK, specifically for brown immigrants. Okay. I thought the protests will be more severe in the US though, right? If you're talking about the immigrants. But yeah, go ahead. I kind of heard that as well. I was just wondering if you see it affecting the Indians, you know. Well, not only the Indians, if I have to say, because I've never encountered to a conversation that talks merely about the Indians, but about immigrants in general. That of course, yes, it is affecting, because as I said, I was doing a master's study in London back then, and the previous years as well. Like when I'm like doing my PhD study, I think most of my flatmates are actually doing their like 1-year master program. So we just happen to live together and have a chat about things, and yeah. So the two groups of like master students I have encountered with, they do feel, especially those who are not white, they do feel the difficulties in finding a job. I think that's the most direct effect towards them. So the thing is, when you're okay, so there are several aspects to the problems. So first of all, it's about like it's not only about the British, because so far I have been living in the UK. So I might heard more about the like job application things and the hiring environment happening in the UK. So so far, so usually after your master degree, you want to find like if you do not plan to study forward, usually is a very good way to actually start applying for jobs. And especially for all of us like overseas students to actually start studying in the UK, is a very natural path for most of us to start thinking to find jobs in the UK, rather than just to finish the degree in the UK and go back to our home country to work. Because often if that person choose to study overseas, it's like a self-selection problem that he or she wants to explore herself more. So, or she wants to like earn more outside of their home country. So often, like the people I've encountered studying in the UK, they want to stay in the UK to try finding jobs as well. But the thing is, the problem within immigrants, or like it's not necessarily about immigrants, but people who are not white often find more obstacles in finding jobs. Often they got a really good CV and a lot of very decent experience, got really good grades in their like masters and undergraduate studies. So everything is quite perfect. But often when you compare like two sets of like really similar profiles, that companies tend to hire the person who is white. So what I mean by like a certain aspect, because what I think is it is a very natural thing if like that UK company tends to hire UK people. Because of course, like if a company wants to hire the locals, and because like of their more understanding of their own culture, or like the stronger connection between the company and the workers who are the Brits as well, that's totally understandable. So, but the thing I realize is like it's about the skin color, but not about like the country. That's a little bit like, so it's not only about like the brown color, but like the yellow color as well, like the Asian as us. I've heard a few stories that as I said, the profile is superb. They have like really excellent grades and excellent working experience, but just because of like they're not white. I have like Australian flatmates. I have like German flatmates. So obviously they're not white. No, sorry. They are not from the UK as well, but they are white. So I don't hear like huge difficulties they are encountering when they are finding jobs. So far, I think most of the friends I have in white, they have settled quite well in whatever places they want to stay in. But as I mentioned, I do have a bit of like Indian flatmates, and I remember I had a like Korean flatmate as well. So these people are not in white. But so far as I know, like even some, I think the profile is excellent. They struggle with finding jobs, which is like not ideal to me, but in a sense we can't really do much thing on it. So yeah, that is what I observe. But again, I cannot like since I am like have like okay, since I'm like doing my PhD studies, so I have been trained that I do not make conclusion very quickly unless I do a proper research. So what I say now is like it's just something that I observe among my friends, and of course like the sample size is not huge. It might be biased, and there might be a lot of like different things happening behind the scene which I don't know, so I can't really tell the conclusion by simply having a few conversations with them. But from what I observe, there seems to be such a phenomenon, and yes, you're correct. Sounds pretty standard then. I was expecting mass depression or something because of narrative. Hi Iris, welcome to the stream, by the way. On YouTube it's pretty intense, but then again I can understand the outrage because it's just because of grooming pages who's slipped it in. I am not very aware of the protests or things happening against immigrants here in the UK. What I aware of like is the protest in the US. I know because like Trump kind of like brought in the awareness towards the immigrants, saying that they come to steal our jobs. We want to make American great again, and like we want to like have all of our jobs like to sustain within our US. Like we don't want people come immigrant and like come steal our jobs. So yeah, that's what I heard of, but I don't think it's like as common in the UK. But again, it might be just me not realizing things. Yeah, so. But so far, I feel like as I was living in the London, and I'm not living in the London but still in the UK. So far, 2 areas I have been living now, I actually feel the diversity quite in a very large spectrum. I mean, that's a very surprising thing actually. So inside my cohort now, I have like 13 or 14 classmates. I think only one of them is from the UK. Other than that, it's like from people all over the world. And back in the days when I was in London doing like master studies, it was like a huge cohort. It was like 100 and something people. I don't really think the Brits are occupying a really immense proportion as well. So far, and all the people I meet on streets and like what I observe like a really large diversity of people living in the UK, and I feel like people are actually okay with that as well, and they are welcoming. So yeah, so far I feel like the hate is not severe, if there is any of them here. Yeah, that's just my observation. So there might be something happening in elsewhere, just I'm not realizing. What you were saying makes sense. Sounds like it's business as usual despite what's happening online. So it's good to hear. Yeah. Another thing about online is often, you can simply like hide yourself and do things online, and things are so easy. So often like the speeches you made online are like somewhat more exaggerating than what the real world is going. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you plan to stay in India, or do you plan to explore the world in future? Like, do you plan to go outside somewhere in your life? Oh, really? Planning on visiting relatives in Birmingham. I've never been to Birmingham, but I really want to do so in future. But just for like visiting, do you plan to do like any other like travel plans or things? Or like in the meanwhile, spend some time to travel throughout the UK. There are a lot of other places as well. Aha. Wow, so cool. How long is a flight from India to the UK? But from Hong Kong, I think it takes like 14 hours. It's like direct flight. And of course, it takes longer if I have to like transit and things. I just visit. I see. Makes sense. I mean, the people, no, the time with the people we treasure are often more meaningful than just to like mess around doing nothing. Not sure, honestly. I'm imagining it's about the same from India and about 14 hours. Yeah, it will be definitely a very long flight. Yeah, there's one thing that I remember back in the days when I was still a very small kid living in Hong Kong. Like often when I see that, there are a lot of like countries in the world, like a lot of places in Europe, a lot of places in America thing. And I feel like I want to go travel. No, okay, let's say focus on about the Europe first. So yeah, a lot of places in Europe that I really want to go travel in my life. But like when you fly from Hong Kong, it's like a very very long flight, and of course like the flight ticket is not cheap. And so I did not travel a lot when I was small because like my parents do not want to bring me that long away as well. So I often like when I hear my peers are like traveling around, I feel like
Papa and Mama, I want to do that as well.
But yeah, I didn't have a chance to do it. But like since I came to the UK, and it is super accessible to actually to go to other European countries from the UK, and I traveled quite a few places by myself. I have been to Paris. I have been to Amsterdam from the Netherlands. I have been to what else? I forgot. But yeah, what I was trying to say is like living like there's like one advantage that when you live in the UK, basically you can go to different European places in a very like accessible time and cost. So yeah, whenever I have like free time, I do enjoy like going traveling a bit.
Elvin! Hello! Welcome to the stream! How's your day?
I finally done moving. I just settled down in my like new little room, but my back hurts. I'm so tiring moving things. Yeah, because I have a little bit of like spine problem, and I have been like moving things the entire day and like pushing luggages here and there. They are even heavier than me. So like now I'm sitting in front of my laptop and things, my spine still hurts a bit. Because the spine, you have to like support your whole body, so kind of okay. Also, I plan on living near home. The only reason I can save up for the trip is I don't pay rent. Yes, that's a definitely wise choice. Rent in the UK is insanely high. I'm not rich, but definitely not privileged, if that makes sense. We all share the same. Like, even if you're rich, it's the attitude that how you spend your money. It's not that like absolute value of the money. I think it's like the difference between like just simply wealth and no, just simply money you have and the wealth you have. It's like I think it's like the attitude of how you treat money that matters.
Hey, Komeini. Hello, Elvin.
Though I could let the same life in the UK. I want to do Amsterdam, maybe have brownies and ride bicycle everywhere. If you are referring to the wheat brownies, I didn't try it. I was convinced by many of my peers that I should actually go try it, but I eventually didn't do it. I just feel like it might not be a good idea for me to do it, so I didn't do it. But yeah, Amsterdam is a super duper good place. People are so healthy there, so shiny, and yeah, the weather was so good when I went there. And literally, there are like bicycles everywhere. I personally don't really know how to cycle, so it's like kind of sad that I cannot join them, because like you have to make sure that you are good at cycling, because they are actually sharing all the traffics with the real cars, and like I think the number of bicycles are even more than the cars on the road. But yeah, people are so sporty there as well. My day was great. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad you love to play this new music I added. Hope you're doing well. You know what? I really enjoy the music. You know what? I never like actually describe what music do I hear, and I surprisingly found a lot of like overlaps between the genre of music that we actually love. So I okay, what should I say? So I don't really have actually a very very specific singer, or like or for example like K-pop or J-pop group, and that I very much admire only, and like to follow all of their release of like singles and albums. I do not do that, but what I do is like usually I open YouTube or like any of like Spotify or things. I just let the playlist randomly play itself, and to explore new music. And I usually listen to music whenever I have to like focus, to do a bit of study or work or whatever. So sometimes I cannot choose the music with lyrics, because otherwise like it is okay to choose lyrics that I do not understand. But if I understand the lyrics, that will be the thing that I will get distracted, because I will be humming along and I will be like thinking about the lyrics and things. So whenever I study, usually it depends on my mood. Like if I need a very calming atmosphere, of course I will choose something with a guitar or with a piano, maybe some anime songs. Like the melodies are fine if I'm familiar with them. And so it really depends. But sometimes if I'm like a very deadline fighter, that I have to get my work done before a very very late deadline, then I will be playing like very epic musics. I like to boost my motivations and things at a very late night. So that's very interesting that I actually listen to a very large spectrum of music. I listen to very calm music, I listen to very loud music, I listen to song with lyrics, I listen to musicals and all like Disney songs and things. I listen to anime music, cartoon OST, whatever music. I listen to drama OST as well. I listen to those songs from, as I said, K-pop and J-pop groups. I listen to singles from singers as well. So yeah, I basically listen to everything, be it like with or without lyrics. Just so you know, I'm not a pothead. I'm just very wait. What was it? Pop brownies is that not a good idea for you? Just started alcohol, if I recall correctly. Yes, indeed, you remember very correctly. You know what? I just, I just had, I forgot what the name of that beer is. Like 2 days ago, because yeah, we are moving out of our flat, so me and my flatmates decided to go to like a pub on our campus to have like a final drink and gathering thing. And yeah, I was introduced to a drink. I think they mix like okay, I can't recall it all. So basically, there's some alcohol thingy in a cup, and they mix like ginger ale or whatever, I forgot, inside the cup, with a piece of like lime on top, and a ice cube. Yeah, that's that's all I can describe. And I literally just had that one drink. Okay, I have to say, I'm not drunk because I still function very well, and I still like can communicate very properly with people. And but I can definitely feel the alcohol like rushing into my head. And yeah, because like the day ago I didn't sleep properly, so by that night I was actually quite tiring already. And so after that, I think that night I sleep for I think I have slept for like for no 10 to 12 hours, yeah. And when I wake up, my whole face is like swollen. I can't even describe how the gesture I was in when I was sleeping. I think my head was like downside the pillow, but like my body is like twisted aside, like towards the wall, and then my legs is like curved into somewhere else. Like I can't even remember the gesture when I wake up, but everywhere in my body is like painful. But yeah, as I said, because I didn't drink much, it's like just a glass of that I don't know what's that called thingy, but so still still the alcohol works very 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 well on me. Pot brownie is definitely not a good idea for you. Yeah, so that's why I agree with you. So have you actually tried them? Like what they made you feel?
Yay, Komeini is a new music lesson which I do.
Do I? By the way, check out Japanese trap music with koto instrumentation. Let me see what that means. But I do hear a lot of like Japanese music. I do love them very, very much. But the one thing I love about Japanese music is like they often brings me the vibes of like either it was super emotional whenever it's something about like the love songs and things, or otherwise it's very energetic. When I want something light and energetic, boosting me up, I'll go for like Japanese music. Cool. See what can I get here. Oh, this is called the koto. I see. Yes, you know what? I enjoy listening to that very, very much. Whenever I need something like calm, I'll go for that. I'll go for that. This is my usual need to focus and get shit done music. Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, as I said, like even if I have to get focused, I have like different states. If like, as I mentioned, I have like a little bit of like ADHD, so I can't often get right into the mood and right into focus to do things that I have to get done. And as I said, it's like not severe, but when I have to, I actually force myself to actually get into the working mode. Besides just like messing around, sometimes I really need those kinds of like calming and soothing music for me to feel like the peace within me before actually starting. Makes you feel like an anime protagonist while studying. Yeah, I sometimes do like a little bit of role play when I have to actually work. I feel like I will be saving the world if I solve this ridiculous math question. Yeah, so that's funny. That's funny. Okay. Well, okay. I think it's quite late for you as well. I think I might have to log off as well. I do have a little bit of like church things happening tomorrow morning since it's Sunday. And yeah, it's a very long day to me, and my back hurts, my spine hurts, my everywhere hurts. And I might have to like have a really warm shower and get myself stuffed into my cozy little bed. And what else? Yeah, I might need to have like a heat pack on my spine, and actually my left shoulder as well, cause as I mentioned, my spine is a little bit curved. So when it like okay it's annoying that I cannot show my hands with my avatar to describe things, but yeah. So I can just speak things and you can just imagine. So imagine you have like an like S-shaped spine, okay? So because like I have like a long shot, like I don't know how to say it in English, but like one of my legs, my is like longer than the other one for like 1 centimeter. So again, it's like not the severe one, but since it's longer, so it kind of like um shifted. Oh wait, no. So like my I don't have like biology skill, like I don't know the terms of those things in English. So yeah, just imagine like one of your leg is longer, so it makes like your hip, the bone of your hip. Yeah, right. The bone of your hip. So kind of like it's not on a horizontal position, but it's kind of like somewhere shifted upwards. At the leg that the side that you have a longer leg. Okay, so okay, then the spine is connected with that piece of bone with like I don't know. I don't know the name, and that like okay, then when your spine kind of like grow upwards, then it cannot just okay, it has to curve back because of like the gravity things and all the like central momentum thing to maintain your balance. So it kind of like okay, it makes the S shaped. Do you get shoes for that? Like one sole is usually larger. And no, because like as I said, it's not severe. It's like just 1 centimeter longer. So I have a little bit of pads inside my shoe to help like balancing a bit. But yeah, that's all I have. But it's not like a thing that I can change easily by myself. It's like something happening since born, and then it just continue now. So yeah, kind of like all of the things. So yes, then your spine just go upwards until your shoulder. So one side of my shoulder is like higher than the other one. So everything is like not on a on a very horizontal position, and sometimes like it's just something imbalance. Okay, if I have to describe it this way, it's just something imbalance happening on my body, which makes sometimes the tension allocated and all the forces I use is not quite balanced. So some pieces of muscles are like experiencing much more pressure than it should take, so sometimes it makes them pain. So yeah, just to like conclude all the mess I have been saying. Yeah, so yeah, my lower back, the spine bit of that often hurts when I have to sit long, and also my like left part of my shoulder as well. The muscle connecting the shoulder and the neck, it often is often so pain. Hello, Violet. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining, and I hope you're enjoying your day. Yeah, but we are soon to be ending. I hope to see you again in next stream. Hope you feel better by tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Elated. I'm ending my stream as well. I hope you have a very, very, very nice sleep and have a good rest. And thank you for staying with me. It means so much to me often. I really enjoy talking with you guys, and it helps me. It often makes me super happy.
Yeah.
And I recognize like all of your names whenever you come again. So it makes me feel like treasured or like a little bit special and to you guys, and
Yeah.
I can't hide it. I feel happy about that. So thank you so much, people. And yeah, as I said, I will have a good shower and I will have myself prepared to sleep. So thank you again for joining and see you real soon. Bye.